morning, everyone. Welcome to our AM 15-minute practice. I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful morning. And thank you for joining me on your mat. Thank you for joining Jack on your mat. So whenever you're ready, find a nice and comfortable seated position. And it doesn't mean that you can't have your coffee with you. I have my coffee, well, tea today. Also, if you have a notebook or your morning pages, it's good to have them nearby so that whenever you need to, you can always kind of pause and write down whatever kind of thought process is happening in your mind, especially if it is something relevant to the rest of your day. So, as always, I want you to think of these morning practice not as a rigid kind of class, but as a 15-minute window where you can just let loose, let everything go, recharge, reset, and just kind of get ready for the rest of the day. Yeah? Okay, awesome. If you have a playlist, if you want to play my playlist, you're more than welcome to start the music. And then when you're ready, find a nice and comfortable seated position. It's entirely up to you whether you want to elevate your hips or not. We are not going to spend too much time here. After all, it is morning. There's a chance of falling asleep or falling right back asleep. So just a few moments, just to center. Closing the eyes, lengthening through the spine, and taking a moment here to just kind of wriggle the shoulders around just a little bit to find space. Lengthening through the neck, bringing the chin parallel towards the floor. For some of us, that means slightly tucking it in. And just easing into the shape. Inhaling a little bit deeper into your belly. And exhaling a little bit deeper out of your belly. Beginning to align yourself with the breath. Breathe in a little bit deeper still. And if there's something that distracts you away from this practice, let that go. Bring yourself back to center. Visualizing that line of energy starting from your tailbone and rising up through your spine, through the base of the neck, to the base of your head, all the way up to the crown, and then reaching up towards the sky. And if it is helpful, you can visualize that as a kind of ray of light. Silver, glowing, maybe a rainbow, whatever comes to you, whatever comes to your mind. Just really connect into that and breathing into it. And if something comes back into your mind, let that go. Give yourself a moment. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. One more breath in. One more breath out. So good. Now the next time you inhale, gently, slowly lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Send the shoulders towards the back. Let the shoulders roll down the spine. Bring the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And again, forward, up, back, and down. One more time, forward, up, back, and down. Amazing. Now let's reverse this. Send the shoulders to the back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down. Two more, back, up, forward, down, and one more time, back, up, forward, down. So good. Pause here, stretching a little bit through your side ribs, but kind of swaying your torso around. Keep the eyes closed if you can. And we get to find a little bit of a dance here, kind of just rounding and lifting the chest, rounding through the back of the spine, and then straightening back up. Imagine just kind of dancing with your spine, doing anything that feels right there, shoulders all dancing around, back and forth, and side to side, just really losing yourself in this flow and this movement. And then when you feel like you're ready and it's time, then gently roll over your knees and find your way into your first tabletop position. And as you do, spread the fingertips wide, press the knuckles down. It's morning. We have just kind of slept for, I don't know, hopefully 8 hours. So we're kind of lazy. The body feels lazy. The body might feel a little bit stuck. So allow your body to kind of let loose. So sway and shift and round and do anything that you need to do. Creating that flow of energy all throughout. And I don't mean that we kind of let go of alignment, no, but like we move in a sense of freedom. And yet making sure we stay safe, you stay safe. So make sure those knuckles do press down. Make sure that your fingers are wide, spread wide. Make sure that the wrists do face forward. Now once you're done with your free flow, pause in your tabletop and allow the hips gently to sink down towards your heels, finding a child's pose. You can keep the fingertips reaching forward, or you can slide your hands on either side of your hips or your shins, your ankles. Just take a moment here. And you can continue moving even here, creating the space in your body. Beautiful. And then once you're ready, send the hands back forward. Stretch those fingertips back towards the front of the mat. And then gently, slowly wriggle back forward into your tabletop. And again, shift side to side. Stretch through the side ribs, round through the spine. Beautiful. And then the next time you inhale, take a step forward with your left hand. And then take a step forward with your right hand. Create enough space so that your chest can, or your shoulders can, lower down safely. And then when you're ready, bend the elbows to a half chaturanga, and then gently release the chest down onto the floor, finding yourself in or on your belly. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Wiggle, wiggle your hips around. Let the legs release. And then wiggle, walk the hands out wide. Half the palms off the floor, lift the elbows up into the sky, and then inhale, lift the heart up. Finding your first little baby cobra, and continue to sway and shift and move around. Inhale in here. Exhale, release. And again, inhale, glide back up. Shoulders melt down the spine, open up the heart. Exhale, release the chest back down. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale, lift the heart back up. Open your heart. Exhale, release the chest back down. And one more time here. Inhale, glide back up into your cobra pose. This time around, turn the left shoulder forward, look over the right shoulder, and allow that left ribcage to dip down towards the floor, maybe even touching the mat with your left shoulder. Inhale, lift the heart back up. Exhale, right shoulder dips down, looking over the left. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, left shoulder down, looking over the right. Inhale, lift. Right shoulder down, looking over the left. So good. Inhale, lift back up. Pause here. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra, release the chest back down. Bring the hands on either side of your ribcage. Scoop the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Pull the belly in. Press back up into your tabletop. Step the hands back under your shoulders. Pause here. Take a nice long deep breath in. And then as you exhale, sink the hips down towards your heels. Find your way back into your child's pose. Warming up your body. If you're warmer here, getting rid of those extra layers. And again, once you're in your child's pose, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. slide side or shift side to side, kind of back, forth, stretching through the spine, through the outer arms. And then inhale, come back for our tabletop, beautiful. Pause. Now beginning to wake up through the core just a little bit, scoop the belly in and scoop the tailbone just slightly under, so we're not rounding, we're not over tucking, but we are engaging. And then from here, make sure the shoulders are over the wrist, slide the left leg towards the back of the mat. Stay on the left toes and shift back and forth, continuing with that flow, continuing to open, to warm up through movement, through that back and forth kind of deal, rather than forcing anything to happen. And then when the shoulders are back over the wrist, lift that left leg up. Scoop the belly in, don't lose the engagement in the core. Press the floor away from you, beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Left knee to your nose, round through the spine, push the floor away. Inhale, extend. Knee to the nose, round, round, round. And extend. Knee to the nose, round, round, round. And extend. And one more time, knee to the nose, round, round, round. And extend, beautiful. Pause here. Now dip the belly down, lift the toes up towards the sky. Open up, stretch through the front of the body. Let the belly stretch. Let the belly lengthen as you pull the heart through, shoulders come closer together. One more breath. Exhale, round through the spine, push the floor away from you, hold here. Feel the lower belly engage, feel your outer arms working. One more breath. And then lengthen the spine, keep the knee as it is. Step that left foot outside the left hand. So good. Wiggle, walk that left foot out. Make sure that the toes are pointed out, and then let the hips sink down. So good. Allow gravity to kind of help you and sway the hips side to side. Now, let your body go free once again. Begin to find any kind of movement that feels good to you. Remember to stay kind to your hips. Sometimes we feel tighter in the morning, often, all the time, in the morning because our body's still not used to movement, so shift around, create that space, and forget about everything else, forget about everybody else. Opening up through the hips makes us a little bit more emotional. Let that go. Let those feelings kind of wash over you, and at the same time, unfocus. Away from them. Shift, shift. Beautiful. And then one more breath here. And when you're ready, scoop the belly back and press the floor back away from you. Tuck the right toes. Now press the floor away. Lift the right knee off the mat. Aha. Step the left foot to meet the right. We're in plank. Yeah, I know. Full breath in. Big breath up. I like to shift in my plank. If that is also good for you or you enjoy that, go ahead and shift. Keep spreading through the shoulder blades, just one more breath in. And then as you exhale, use the knees or don't, come all the way down onto your belly. So good. Untap the toes. Walk the fingertips out wide. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, melt the chest back down. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, melt back down. One more breath in. And a big breath out. Hands come on either side of your ribcage. Scoop the belly in. Lift the tailbone up. Squeeze the shoulders towards one another. Zip, zip, zip. Push up to your tabletop. Step the hands slightly in into your alignment. Pause. And again, sway. Take the opportunity to move the way your body feels good moving. Releasing, releasing. And then lengthening the spine back out. Right leg steps back. Right leg slides back. Keeping the right toes tucked. Again, shift back and forth. Now, as we're shifting, we're opening through the back of that right leg, through the back of the right calf. So good. And then when you're ready, spine back to neutral, shoulders over the wrist, right leg lifts. Belly zips in, tailbone slightly tucks under, so engagement, so we're not dipping, we're not over rounding, we're not opening the hip, kind of in this alignment. Breathing into it. Taking a whole breath in. And then as you exhale, bend that right knee to the nose, round through the spine, push the floor. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. 1 more time. Extend. And round. Inhale, extend. Dip the belly down, lift the the toes up into the sky. And again, open the chest. So rotate the shoulders towards one another. Inner shoulder blades closer together. At the same time, still working on that core. So belly in, deep breath. Round through the spine, knee to the nose. Push the floor away from you. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale, lengthen. Step that right foot towards the outside of the right hand. Wiggle it forward as much as you need to. And again, let loose. Let the hips sink down. Allow that release to happen. Begin to sway and move and circle and whatever else you need to do here. Just really enjoy this. This is your time. This is a moment for you. This is a moment to really connect to what's happening. I kind of straighten through that right knee a little bit. Please be kind to your hamstrings. They're involved here. Be kind to your glutes. Be kind to yourself. Don't forget that. That is really, really important. We'll take another breath or two. So good. And then coming back to neutral, shoulders stack back over the wrists. Tuck the left toes under. Lift that left knee back off the floor. Zip, zip, zip. Yes, I know. Plank in the morning. So good. Step the right foot to meet the left. Adjust here. And I like to shift back and forth. Micro bending those elbows. Shifting around. Beautiful. And then shoulders over the wrists. Knees up or down. Coming all the way down onto your belly. So good. Hands go out wide. Pop the palms off the floor. Point through the toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Lift the right leg up. Lift the left leg up. Lift the fingertips. Send the fingertips towards the back of the mat. I tricked you there. Deep breath in. Big breath out. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the elbows, bring the fingertips back on either side of your shoulders. Breathe in. And out. Bring the feet back down. Bring the chest back down. So good. Wiggle the hips. So kind of just shift them side to side, releasing that lower back lumbar spine. And then when you're ready, hands on either side of your rib cage. Scoop the belly, tailbone up towards the ceiling. Press into the palms. Find your way back into your tabletop. Beautiful. Deep breath in. Tuck the toes under. Inhale. Lift the knees, send the hips up. Down dog. Walk it out. See how your hamstrings feel. Bend the knees, sway the hips. Wiggle your behind, side to side. So good. 5 breaths. Inhale and exhale. In and out. With each one of those breaths out, let something go. With each breath in, breathe in, focus, persistence, determination. One more breath. Exhale into stillness. Inhale, look forward. One tiny step at a time. Walk your feet towards your hands. Once you reach the top of your mat, slide the feet hip distance apart. Slightly bend the knees or bend the knees along, whatever feels right, and release the shoulders. Reach for the opposite elbows in front or behind your legs and just hang out here. Let the head hang loose, releasing the neck, the upper spine. Maybe wobble your arms around, monkeying around. We'll take another breath or so. Beautiful. And then fingertips come back down onto the floor, knees bend if they need to be. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, bringing the chest parallel towards the floor. Tailbone reaches towards the back. Exhale, Fold back down, soften, soften, soften. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the hands up towards the sky. Connect the palms over the head. Slide the thumbs towards your sternum. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Wish yourself a beautiful, beautiful day ahead. Thank you for joining me on the mat. I hope you enjoyed this mini practice. I hope you feel a little bit more awake. And I hope you join me tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.